find out how AWR Radio has gone past the steel-cold guns straight into the hearts of ruthless rebels. This is AWR 360.
Hi, if this is your first time here, I'm Cammie, and welcome to my channel, Unlocking Bible Prophecies. Consider subscribing now, and also click on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. 1 year ago, AWR 360 organized events across the island of Mindoro in the Philippines. Along with the broadcasts, many meetings took place, and more than 2,000 were baptized. Then soon after, over 77 new villages turned their lives over to the Lord as the layman radio hosts kept preaching. But then some of the new listeners made a surprise visit to one of our AWR radio broadcasters, Robert Dulai. As he was biking home one day, he saw 4 strangers at his front door. They told him they were rebels. On March 29, 1969, the New People's Army was formed. Armed with weapons, they gradually infiltrated the country. Their goals have been to overthrow the government and establish a Maoist-style communist regime. They regularly ambush police and military forces. Are these men and women to be feared for their brutality, to be rejected and abandoned? Or is God calling His faithful to go out into the highways and byways to preach there too?
They pleaded with us to send someone to the village to preach, as they had been listening to the radio and wanted to know more about Jesus.
It is now 4 months later. AWR 360 is heading to the Forbidden Mountain area, in the midst of where these rebels live. Our team boards a small mission helicopter, and it takes us to the top of the mountain. We are welcomed, and the natives eagerly give us a tour. It's amazing to see how these precious people live. Then I sit down with Efren, the first one who started listening to AWR.
My life was always on edge, and I did many things I would rather not talk about. But one day, as I was listening to the radio, something different came on.
It was AWR's health program.
As I listened, I discovered that these people were helping many with their health problems. They also talked about the supreme healer, one whose life was devoted to others rather than himself.
This thought appealed to him, and he felt the need to share it with others. Then he began to wonder, who are these people who are sharing this loving message? He knew he had to find out for himself.
I had to know more, so I sought out the speaker of this program. I sent fellow members of my unit to invite him to the mountaintop. The road they took down many times had been used to hurt or injure, but this time it was different. My friends asked him, "Please, come preach to us in the mountains."
As they met, Efren shared how he has a desire to learn more about Jesus. And AWR 360 was happy to oblige. Many layman pastors also climbed the mountain to preach. And soon many new rebels heard about God through the radio and Bible studies. And they too had the need to share it with others. And then the day came when Efren himself walked down the mountain with one final request.
I want to be baptized, and so do many others.
And so, on top of this once dangerous mountain, layman doctors healed those who were sick, and the mouths were cleaned by the volunteer dentists. Our AWR 360 team spoke with many villagers and prayed with many more. Additional rebels arrived because they were interested in witnessing what was going on. Our team preached to them, and then it was time to baptize those who had made their decision for Christ. It was a joyous walk to the baptismal site. and I believe all of heaven was rejoicing with us as we watched Pastor McKee baptize 5 rebel generals, along with 60 other soldiers. These men who were once killers in the land have now died to self. They have laid down their earthly weapons and exchanged them for a heavenly reward. What I witnessed today was truly a miracle. In one of the most dangerous places on earth, Adventist World Radio boldly went forth so yearning ears could hear the mercy and forgiveness of Jesus. Lives were changed for eternity, and now many more have a new hope of heaven forever. And this is only the beginning.